Mahatava Kunja Bihari Jaya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Koro Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nanda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Jagana Jaya Bharade Jaya Subhaja Jaya Jagana Jaya Rukmini Dogadish Rukmini Dogadish Rukmini Dogadish Rukmini Dogadish Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya 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 Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Om Vishnu Pada Panamahamsa Parirajakcharya Ashtada Satta Shri Srima His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Shira Prabhupada Ki Jai ISKCON Founder Acharya, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Shira Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnu Pada Panamahamsa Parirajakcharya Ashtada Satta Shri Srima. His Divine Grace Shira Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj, Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopinang Shama Kun Radha Kun Giri Govardhan Ki Jai, Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Shri Mayapur Dham Ki Jai, Shri Jagannathpuri Dham Ki Jai, Ganga Mai Chamuna Mai Ki Jai, Bhakti Devi Tulsi Devi Ki Jai, Samaveda Bhaktavinda Ki Jai, Transcendental Book Distribution Ki Jai, Transcendental Prasadam Distribution Ki Jai, Hare Rama Sankirtan Ki Jai, ISKCON New Dwarkadam Ki Jai, Nitai Gaura Pramanandi Hare 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 Bol. All glories to the Sambodhi Bodhis. All glories to the Sambodhi Bodhis. All glories to the Sambodhi Bodhis. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Vishnu Vadaya Krishna Krishna Smati Tamo Vishnu Samati Namini Namo Vishnu Smati Bhaktivedanta Swami. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Nanayana Namaskrityam Nanam Chaiva Narottamam Devin Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Uditayet Nasta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavatam Sevaya Bhagavati Utamashloke Bhakti Pravati Naishtiki. So reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 9, the passing away of Bhishma Day in front of Lord Krishna. Today we are reading text number 42. Tam imam aham ajam sharira bhajam ridi dishtitam atma kalpitanam patitrisham eva vaikadakam naikadakam ekam samadhikato smi viduta beda mohaha tamimam tamimam aham no tamimaham achasharina bhajam ridi dishtitam atma kalpitanam patitishang iva naikadakam ekam samadhikatosmi viduta beda moha tamima aham achasharina bhajam ridi dishtitam atmat kalpitanam patitrishang iva naikadakam ekam samadhikatosmi viduta beda moha tamimam aham achasharina bhajam ridi dishtitam atma kalpitanam pratitrisham ivam naikadakam ekam samadhikastosmi viduta beda moha Mataji's. Samadhi Gatasmi Vidutayedena. Tam, that personality of Godhead, Imam, now present before me. Aham, I, Ajam, the unborn, Sharira Bhajam, of the conditioned soul, ready, in the heart, ready, in the heart. Dishtitam, situated, Atma, the super soul, Kalpitanam, of the speculators, Pratidisham, in every direction, Eva, like, Na ekada, not one, Akam, the Son, Ekam, one only, Samadhi Kata Ashmi, I have undergone trance in meditation. Viduta, being freed from Veda Mohaha, misconception of duality. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Now I have meditated with full concentration upon that one Lord, Sri Krishna, now present before me, because now I have transcended the misconceptions of duality in regard to His presence in everyone's heart, even in the hearts of the mental speculators. He is in everyone's heart. The Son may be perceived differently, but the Son is one. Purport. Lord Sri Krishna is the one absolute supreme personality of Godhead, but he has expanded himself into his multiplanetary portions by his inconceivable energy. The conception of duality is due to ignorance of his inconceivable energy. In the Bhagavad Gita 9:11, the Lord says that only the foolish take him to be a mere human being. Such foolish men are not aware of his inconceivable energies. By his inconceivable energy, he is present in everyone's heart, as the sun is present before everyone all over the world. The Paramatma feature of the Lord is an expansion of his plenary portions. He expands himself as Paramatma in everyone's heart by his inconceivable energy, and he also expands himself as the growing effulgence of Brahmajyoti by expansion of his personal glow. It is stated in the Brahma Samhita that the Brahmajyoti is his personal glow. Therefore, there is no difference between him and his personal glow, Brahmajyoti, or his plenary portion as Paramatma. Less intelligent persons who are not aware of this fact consider Brahmajyoti and Paramatma to be different from Sri Krishna. This misconception of duality is completely removed from the mind of Bhishmadev, and he is now satisfied that it is Lord Sri Krishna only who is all in everything. This enlightenment is attained by the great Mahatmas or devotees, as it is stated in the Bhagavad Gita 7:19, that Vasudeva is all in everything, and that there is no existence of anything without Vasudeva. Vasudeva, or Lord Sri Krishna, is the original Supreme Person, as now confirmed by the Mahajam, and therefore both the neophytes and the pure devotees must try to follow in his footsteps. That is the way of the devotional line. The worshipable objects of Bhishmadev is Lord Sri Krishna as Parthasarathi, and that of the gopis is the same Krishna in Vrindavan as the most attractive Shyamasundar. Sometimes less intelligent scholars make a mistake and think that the Krishna of Vrindavan and that of the battle of Kurukshetra are different personalities. But for Bhishmadev, this misconception is completely removed. Even the impersonalist object of destination is Krishna as the impersonal Jyoti, and the yogi's destination of Paramatma is also Krishna. Krishna is both Brahmajyoti and localized Paramatma. But in Brahmajyoti or Paramatma, there is no Krishna or sweet relations with Krishna. In his personal feature, Krishna is both Parthasarathi and Shyamasundar of Vrindavan. But in his impersonal feature, he is neither in the Brahmajyoti nor in the Paramatma. Great Mahatmas like Bhishmadev realize all these different features of Lord Sri Krishna, and therefore they worship Lord Krishna, knowing him as the origin of all features. Om Jnana Timinandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chaksu Uminitan Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Tade Smadi Tamo Krishna Goswami Namine. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Tade Smadi Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nimishesha Shinavadi Paschadi Shatanine. So translation again. Now I can meditate with full concentration upon that one Lord, Sri Krishna, now present before me, because now I have transcended the misconception of duality in regard to his presence in everyone's heart, even in the hearts of the mental speculators. He is in everyone's heart. The sum may be perceived differently, but the sum is one. So there are many wonderful points in Srila Prabhupada's purpose. The first, nice point is stuck in my mind is Srila Prabhupada, he was saying that the conception of duality is due to ignorance of Lord Krishna's inconceivable energy. We know that this material world is full of dualities, happiness and distress, heat and cold, so many things, so many dualities. Actually, in the second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna teaches us how to deal with the dualities of this material world. Lord Krishna, he was saying, Machas pasyastu kunteya, sitoshna sukha dukkada, agama paino nityas, tam stitikshasva bharata. Krishna says, O son of Kunti, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance in due course are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer season. They arise from sense perception, O son of Bharat, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. And in the purport to this verse, Srila Prabhupada, he gave really very wonderful description how we should learn to tolerate the dualities of this material world. Srila Prabhupada, he writes, in the proper discharge of duty, one has to learn to tolerate non-permanent appearance and disappearance of happiness and distress. Srila Prabhupada, he writes, according to Vedic injunction, one has to take his bath early in the morning, even during the month of Magha, January and February. So we know in winter, especially in January and February, in India, it is really extremely cold. But if one is seriously about this spiritual practice, as soon as he get up, he would immediately take cold water shower. Like Devarata Prabhu. I was very impressed. I'm really impressed with Devarata Prabhu. Every morning, as soon as he get up, he would brush his teeth and wash face, immediately take cold water shower. I was really very impressed, But for me, it's really difficult to tolerate the cold. Yeah, actually, my Guru Maharaj, he used to tell us, if you can tolerate the cold water in the morning, that's the best. Yeah, but if you cannot tolerate the cold water in the morning, then you have to take warm water shower. You see, like that. Yeah. So we have to be very practical. Yeah. But the best is take cold water shower in the morning. Then you are fully awake. Yeah, good consciousness. Yeah. It is very cold at that time, but in spite of that, a man who abides by religious principle do not hesitate to take his to take his bath. Now, Prabhupada, he writes about the Mataji, what the Mataji should do, regarding the dualities of this material world. Srila Prabhupada, he says, similarly, a woman does not hesitate to cook in the kitchen in the months of May and June. We know May and June is hot summer season, so it will be very hot in the kitchen. But a woman does not hesitate to cook in the kitchen in the months of May and June, the hottest part of summer season, because she is duty bound. And then Srila Prabhupada said, one has to execute his duty in spite of climatic inconveniences. Similarly, to fight is the religious principle of the Kshatriyas. And although one has to fight with some friends or relatives, one should not deviate from his prescribed duty. One has to follow the prescribed rules and regulations of religious principles in order to rise up to the platform of knowledge. Because by knowledge and devotion, one can liberate himself from the clutches of Maya, illusion. Actually I realize because we are spirit soul, we have nothing to do with this material body. That's why happiness and distress, heat and cold, have nothing to do with our true identity, which is the spirit soul. So this is the first point I stuck in my mind. And also, Srila Prabhupada, he was giving another important point, is that one should follow the footsteps of great personalities in the practice of spiritual life. Particularly, he was mentioning that we should follow the footsteps of Bhishma Dev here. And Prabhupada said, following the footsteps of Bhishma Dev, that is the way of devotional line. So it reminds me we were reading fourth canto of the Bhagavatam in the morning. It reminds me the story of Jua Maharaj. Although Jua Maharaj was only a 5-year-old boy, but because Jua Maharaj, he was strictly following the teachings of his spiritual master, Narada Muni, he attained perfection. His devotional service is so attractive that even Lord Krishna personally come and see him. I'm really amazed to see that, you see. That's why it is said that we should walk in such a way that the Lord will be attracted to come and see us. Often, Srila Prabhupada, he would say that people would ask Prabhupada that, can you show me God? If you have seen God, can you show me God? And Prabhupada would say that, yes, I can show you, but but do you have, the qualification to see God? Do you have the proper eye to see God? It is not that on your demand, God will appear before you. It is not like that. It is not working in that way. But if we can follow the footsteps of great acharyas, then by the instructions and guidance of great personalities, one day, we will be, Krishna will be attracted to come and see us. So this is the proper way. Yeah. And then Srila Prabhupada, he was mentioning a verse from the Bhagavad Gita, which is 9:11. That's also stuck in my mind. Let's take a look of this verse 9:11. It is said here, avachanti mam muda manushin tanum ashtitam param bhavam achanato mama bhuta maheshwara. So in this verse, Krishna, he said that fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as Supreme Lord of all that be. See, in the purport, Srila Prabhupada, he writes very nicely. He said, it is clear that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, although appearing like a human being, is not a common man. The personality of Godhead, who conducts the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of the complete cosmic manifestation, cannot be a human being. So, not an ordinary man can create such a gigantic universe. Recently, practically every day, I would go to Santa Monica Pier to distribute book. And many times, people will come up to the table and I would show them the book. Sometimes people would ask me, what are those books about? So I would tell them it's about Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And sometimes people would ask some interesting question. Yeah. They would ask, is God really exist or not? They would ask me questions like this. And I would show them, look at the gigantic ocean, Pacific Ocean. There must be some source for this gigantic ocean. We human beings, we cannot create this gigantic Pacific Ocean. But it must have some source. So there must be some higher being or God create the Pacific Ocean, this gigantic, universe. And many people, think it's quite reasonable. And many of them would take the book and give me some donation. It's a nice experience. And then Srila Prabhupada, he said, the personality of God that who conducts the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of the complete cosmic manifestation cannot be a human being. Yet there are many fools, there are many foolish men who consider Krishna to be merely powerful man and nothing more. Actually, he is the original Supreme Personality as confirmed in the Brahma Samhita, Ishvara Parama Krishna. He is the Supreme Lord. And it's a long purport, but I will read the last paragraph of this, purport of Prabhupada, because time is running out now. In the last paragraph, Srila Prabhupada, he was saying, there are also many impersonalists who deride temple worship. They say that since God is everywhere, why should one restrict himself to temple worship? But if God is everywhere, is he not in the temple or in the deities. This is the argument put by Srila Prabhupada. So if Prabhupada, he said, if God is everywhere, so he should also in the temple in the deity form. Yeah. Although the personalist and the impersonalist will fight with one another perpetually, a perfect devotee in Krishna consciousness knows that although Krishna is the Supreme Personality, he is all-pervading, as confirmed in the Brahma Samhita. Although his personal abode is Gauranga Vrindavan, and he is always staying there, by his different manifestations of energy and by his plenary expansion, he is present everywhere in all parts of the material and spiritual creation. So I will stop here. Is anyone has any questions and comments? Okay. Okay. Yes, Maharaj, please.
Okay, just one brief question, Prabhuji. Thank you for a very wonderful class, giving very nice comments on Srila Prabhupada's nice comments. And my only question is this, is that you had mentioned the point or the phrase following in the footsteps, okay, several times. So I would appreciate if you could clarify the difference between following in the footsteps and imitating the Acharya. So I'll leave it to you.
Maharaj, your question reminds me the story of one devotee in one of the six Goswamis. I think it's I'm wrong, please correct me. It must be Raghunadas Goswami, right? Although he comes from a very rich family, he have lots of money, but he was so detached that he will only take the lotan prasadam. He would only eat the lotan prasadam at the, at the switch, something like. He will collect the lotan prasadam there and wash the lotan one. Whatever in the middle, which is not lotan, he would take like. Yeah. He was so detached. But we cannot imitate his, he can do like, because he's a really great Vaishnava. So we can, follow his footsteps, but we cannot imitate. We can do just like what he's doing. Is anybody else have anything regarding this? You definitely know, Maharaj. You please tell us.
Somebody else has an answer. I would just add to that, and that, as Srila Prabhupada has mentioned, that following in the footsteps basically means doing what the person does, but not necessarily doing it as well, or as greatly, or as intensely. Somebody may be very advanced, like you were mentioning, somebody can just take prasadam, which is even lying on the street, and he can eat it and relish it and not get sick from it. Right. Whereas another person, as soon as he tastes the dirty prasadam, he wants to vomit, but he holds it back until he gets to a quiet place where nobody sees him, then he vomits it out, you see. So, therefore, the point that Srila Prabhupada is making is that if we just try to imitate somebody who is on for example, a very high level, it can lead to some difficulty, trouble, trial, tribulation, disaster. It can even lead to a fall down, because one is artificially trying to present himself as somebody great when actually he is not willing to be patient enough to reach that stage of greatness. So it's all ego rather than real humility.
Right. It reminds me Lord Shiva, because Lord Shiva, he once drank an ocean of poison, But if we imitate Lord Shiva and drinking the poison, then we will immediately die. That's a very
Good
good
point.
point. Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you.
Okay, so we will stop here. Gantraj Shima Bhagavatam ki jai. Shira Prabhupada ki jai. Gaura Bhaktavinda ki jai. Haribo.